I woke up gasping at 3:42 a.m., sheets twisted around my legs, heart pounding like it wanted out of my chest. The dream was still so vivid I could smell Dad's aftershave, sandalwood, and pine. The same one he wore every Sunday morning. He stood at the foot of my bed in his old gray sweater, the one with the frayed cuffs, looking exactly like he did before the heart attack took him 2 years ago. No halo, no heavenly light. Just Dad serious, quiet, eyes locked on mine. He didn't say hello. He didn't smile. He just spoke, voice low and urgent. Don't wear that dress your sister gave you. 5 words. Then he was gone. The room snapped back to darkness. I sat there shaking, trying to convince myself it was grief playing tricks. Dad had been gone long enough that dreams like that shouldn't surprise me anymore. But this one felt different, heavy, like a warning. The dress was hanging in my closet, still wrapped in the clear plastic bag my younger sister Olivia had handed me 3 weeks earlier. She'd driven 2 hours to surprise me for my birthday. We sat on the couch with coffee, laughing about old times, and she pulled it out like it was treasure. Emerald silk, she said, eyes sparkling. Fitted just right. You're going to turn heads up at gala, big sis. You deserve to feel beautiful again. Beautiful again. She meant after the divorce, after the months I spent crying in the shower, after I'd finally started dating someone. New. Olivia had been my lifeline through all of it, daily texts. Surprise deliveries of soup when I was sick, long phone calls when the loneliness hit hardest. She was only 28, 4 years younger, but she always seemed to have it together. Perfect job in marketing, perfect boyfriend, perfect life. I leaned on her more than I cared to admit. I thanked her, hugged her tight, promised I'd wear it. But now Dad's voice echoed in my skull. Don't wear it. I got up, flipped on the closet light, and stared at the bag. My fingers hovered over the zipper. I told myself I was being ridiculous. Dreams aren't messages. Sisters don't betray sisters. Still, I couldn't shake the chill. Gala was in 5 days. I had nothing else formal enough. So I told myself I'd try it on tomorrow, just try it. Nothing more. I went back to bed, but sleep never came. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw Dad's face, and every time I looked at the closet, I felt watched. Asterisk. The next afternoon, I stood in front of the full-length mirror, the emerald dress sliding over my skin like cool water. It fit perfectly, too perfectly. The neckline dipped just right. The fabric caught the light like it was made to be seen. I turned, admiring the way it moved, almost smiling for the first time in months. Then I noticed it. A tiny, almost invisible seam along the inner lining at the lower back, near the zipper. It looked wrong. Like someone had opened it and stitched. It shut again with slightly mismatched thread dot. My stomach dropped. I grabbed nail scissors from the bathroom, hands trembling. I cut carefully along the seam. Inside, pressed flat between the lining and the silk, was a small black device, no bigger than a matchbox. A tiny lens, a battery, thin wires, a hidden camera. Pointing directly at me, I sank to the floor, the dress pooling around me like spilled ink. My breath came in short, painful bursts. Olivia, my sister. She'd given me a dress wired to spy. On me dealt the questions crashed in waves. How long? Why? What had she already seen? I thought back. The little gifts she'd brought over the past year, a scented candle for my bedroom, a new throw blanket for the couch, even a framed photo of us as kids on vacation. Had those been rigged too? Had she been watching me grieve my marriage, cry alone at night, rebuild my life piece by piece? I remembered her questions. Seeing anyone new? How's the house feel now that it's just you? Always so caring. Always so interested, I called her. Voice steady even though I was breaking. Liv, I found something in the dress. A camera. Silence. Then a small nervous laugh. What? Oh, it's just a tag sensor thing. For security. I forgot to tell you. Silly me. A tag sensor dot, I hung up dot, then I started looking. Old texts. Bank statements she'd helped me organize after the divorce when I was too numb to notice. Transfers, small at first. Then larger, thousands, from my savings to hers. She'd had access to my accounts when I was at my lowest. I trusted her completely. The pain wasn't just betrayal. It was violation. She hadn't just taken money. She'd taken my privacy, my vulnerability, my trust. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I sat on the floor in that crisp dress and felt something shift inside me dot. The hurt was still there. Raw and deep dot, but beneath. It's something harder was forming. Resolve. I wasn't going to let her destroy me. I was going to make sure she never did this to anyone again. Asterisk the gala was Saturday night. I didn't wear the dress. I wore black, simple, elegant, powerful. I carried the box camera in my purse like evidence. Olivia was there, of course. She'd bought a ticket as my +1, smiling, hugging people, playing the perfect supportive sister. It didn't feel right. Later, when the crowd thinned, I pulled her into a quiet corner near the balcony. I handed her the box. Open it. She did. Her face drained of color when she saw the device, wires exposed, lens staring back. I know everything, I said softly. The camera, the money, the lies. She stammered. It wasn't like that. I was looking out for you. You were so lost after the divorce, looking out for me. My voice cracked, but I held steady. You watched me when I was most broken. You stole from me. That's not love. That's control. Tears filled her eyes. Please, don't tell anyone. It'll ruin my career, my life. I looked at her, really looked. The sister I'd protected, leaned down, loved. The one Dad had tried to warn me about, even from the other side. I won't destroy you publicly, I said, but you will return every cent with interest, and you will stay out of my life. Completely. Or this footage, yes, I downloaded it all, goes to the police. And to everyone we know. She broke then, sobbing, begging, but I walked away, clean, done. 6 months later, the money was back in my account, quietly transferred. She moved to another city. We haven't spoken since. I still miss the sister I thought I had, but I don't miss the poison she carried. Dad's dream saved me. Maybe he saw her jealousy growing long before he left us. Maybe love doesn't stop when the heart does. Maybe it finds a way to protect. I sleep better now. The closet feels lighter. Then every time I pass a mirror in something emerald, I remember the people closest to us can hide the sharpest secrets. But truth has a way of cutting through even. In dreams, if someone you trusted ever made you feel small, exposed, or stolen from, listen to that quiet voice inside. It might just be the person who loved you most, still watching over you. Sometimes the greatest revenge isn't destruction. It's choosing to stand tall in your own light and letting the darkness fall away. Thank you for listening to my story. If it touched you, share it. And tell me in the comments, what's the moment you finally saw the truth and chose yourself? We're not alone in this, and healing. It starts the second we stop wearing what was never meant for us.